What's up, everyone? Josh Armijo here. Hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the debut album from the band Murder Construct, entitled Results. This is released on Relapse Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are a supergroup based out of California, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very aggressive, blistering blending of death metal, grindcore, a little bit of crust, and a little bit of punk thrown in there too. Just an absolute non-stop assault on the ears, and it's the kind of assault on the ears that you would have a great time listening to. Abrasive at first, but still, it's just extremely enjoyable. And this is a band that really has a ton of credentials to them, because you have people like Travis Ryan from Cattle Decapitation, Danny Walker from Intronaut and Exhumed, Leon Del Muerte from Nausea, Destroyed in Seconds. He played in Exhumed. He played in Morbosidad, Phobia. So many other bands, can't even think of any at the moment. And you also have people who are involved with Bad Acid Trip and Fetus Eaters. You have these talented musicians, you bring them together, and they create just an absolute blistering wall of sound. And in 2010, they proved that with their debut EP. After all this time, they come out with this debut EP, and it was just absolutely mesmerizing. Just the quickness of the songs, the great vocals, the solid work on the drums, the grooves in the guitars, it was all there. And this EP only would make the listener wonder what would the next step be for Murder Construct. And we fast forward to now, and we get their debut album, Results. It's 11 tracks, and it runs around 29 minutes in length. As to be expected, it's a longer record, but still every single song that's on here just gets to the point without any kind of filler or downtime. It just attacks and straight up. This album is straight out full in attack mode. And wow, this was everything I was expecting it to be and a great deal more. I had a great time with this record, and there is so much more to it than meets the eye. That's what's going to captivate the listener about it. The guitars on here are just a straight up buzzsaw attack on the psyche. I just love the way the guitars sound on here, just the fast riffs, heavy distortion, just the way everything is structured and delivered. I just love the chaos and the frenzy that are on the guitars here. I mean, chaotic structure after chaotic structure, heavy riff after heavy riff. You have a lot to work with here. I honestly would have liked there to have been just a little bit more groove, but that's just a personal complaint, because after hearing that on the EP, I'm kind of figuring they would have brought that on to the full length. But this full length is an entirely different monster. And what they do with the guitar work here is just absolutely awesome. I love that. And the same can be said for the bass. The bass is very audible, very awesome work in the mix. It just seamlessly throws itself in there with the guitars. It's very audible and clear. It's very in tune and in sync with the kind of guitar work that's on this album. That's what helps create this crazy wall of sound that Results has. Drums. The drums are just non-stop fast throughout this entire record. Even to some of the moments where you feel it's going to slow down, it builds right back up, and it is just amazing. Danny Walker is an amazing drummer, and he just proves that with just his well-timed blast beats, very fast double bass, the quick rolls and fills. They just sound fantastic. He just is a master of his craft, and he just delivers the drum work just amazing here. And vocals. Travis Ryan is pretty much the man right now. He has the vocal style that you come to expect from him, and he delivers many different vocal styles here. It was evidented on the EP, but here he branches out a lot more. You hear his low, guttural, indecipherable growl, to his more high-pitched screams, to the more melodic kind of wailing and almost breaking out into song. He does that on here, and he does that pretty damn well. He delivers his vocals like only he can, and he does so good. And the one thing that makes this album incredibly awesome, and don't mind me if I'm looking at the lyric sheet here, is the lyrics. The lyrics are just absolutely fantastic. I mean, all these lyrics on this album really have a point and a purpose. Whether you take them seriously or not, there is a lot to think about and talk about. I mean, if you've heard the songs like No Question, No Comment, or Compelled by Mediocrity, or Feign Ignorance, you have some songs that have some really deep lyrical content that speak a commentary about the way things are in the music industry and the way things are in the real life world. The lyrics convey a lot of emotion and a lot of intelligence here, and it's just another reason why this album is a success in my view. Even to the final track on here, Resultados, which is about around 6.5 minutes long. It's really the bookend to this album, and it's a really solid bookend too. It even has some Spanish lyrics in there too, which is pretty crazy. So overall, this is highly, highly impressive. I love what I hear with this album. It's just a non-stop blistering assault on the ears and in the eyes. If you do read the lyrics, you'll get what the concept of this record is. It's just amazing. If I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Under the Weight of the Wood, Gold Digger, Compelled by Mediocrity, great, great song, even greater lyrics, Dead Hope, and Feign Ignorance. So I'm going to leave you some links in the description box to their Bandcamp where you can stream this album, hear it for yourself, be your own judge. Also to where you can purchase this album. They have the LP, the CD is also available. I'm also going to leave you some links to some other reviews from JGCSOUND and coverkillernation. Check them out, hear what they have to say about the record. And I'm going to show you the album again. This is Results by Murder Construct. This is released on Relapse Records. Check this out. This is awesome, and this gets a 9 out of 10. Fantastic debut, and definitely top 10 worthy, in my view. So check out Murder Construct. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Army Ho out.